Hi friends, I miss you all. I hope you're doing great. Today we're going to learn about clouds and we're going to do an activity with clouds. Now before you do this activity, I'm going to send a link for your parents to a YouTube video from Mrs. Clark's Reading Corner, and she's reading a story called The Cloud Book. And this book teaches you all about the different kinds of clouds and what they look like and what they mean for the weather and everything. So please watch that video before you do this activity. I don't have the book, otherwise I would have read it to you myself. But you can go to the link and have the story read to you, and then we can do this activity, okay? So for this activity, you need a few things. You need paper. Now you can do one big piece of paper. I chose to do a bunch of little pieces of paper separately, just because it was a little easier for me to fit, but you can choose to do one big piece of paper. You need paper, you need a pen or pencil or marker, something to write with, or crayon. You need cotton balls, and you need glue. Now I have a glue stick, which worked fine for me, but it doesn't have to be a glue stick, it can be any kind of glue. So what I'm doing is I am making my own chart of clouds. And I thought this would be fun because spring is a really good time because there's all different kinds of clouds in the sky. There's lots of rain, and all different kinds of weather in springtime. So I'm going to show you what I made for my cloud chart. Now, like I said, I did mine each on a separate piece of paper, but you could do it all on one big piece of paper. It's up to you. The first kind of cloud that we have is called cumulus, and I wrote cumulus on it. Cumulus clouds are puffy. See how it's puffy? They're flat on the bottom. I tried to make that bottom as flat as I could. And they're low in the sky. So I just put some glue on the paper, and then I stuck my cotton balls on, and I wrote it down. Now what I'm going to do when I'm done with this is I'm actually going to hang these up next to my window so that every time we look out the window we can check and see what kind of clouds are out that day. So this is cumulus, that's the first one. Then we have stratus clouds. Now stratus clouds are wide blankets. So what I did was I took a cotton ball and I just kind of pulled it apart as much as I could until it was kind of wide and flat as much as I could get it to be. And then I put glue on the paper and I stuck it on. And then stratus clouds are wide blankets. They're gray and they're low. So to make mine gray, I used chalk. I used some black chalk and just kind of colored it in. You could use paint, you could use markers, you could use chalk, whatever you want to kind of make it gray. So that's the other kind of cloud we have, stratus, cumulus and stratus. Then the next main kind of cloud, now like I said, if you read the book before this, then you'll understand what all these different kinds of clouds are. This is just kind of a fun activity to add on to the book. The next kind of clouds are cirrus. Cirrus clouds are white and feathery, and they're the highest clouds up in the sky. So again, I did the same thing with this one. I took a cotton ball and just kind of pulled it apart until it was real kind of feathery. And then I glued it on to the paper. Okay, so the three main kinds of clouds are cirrus, stratus, and cumulus. We have those three. Now we also have cumulonimbus clouds. These are thunderstorm clouds. They are big mountains of cumulus clouds. So you'll notice it's very similar to a cumulus cloud, it's just even bigger. And that's where thunderstorms come from. So that's cumulonimbus. The next one we have is stratocumulus. They are gray and lumpy and low in the sky. And again, I used chalk to make this one gray. So what I'm going to do is, those are my 5 kinds of clouds that I made, and I just used glue and cotton balls, and I labeled each one of them, and then I'm going to hang them. I keep looking over here because my window's over here. I'm going to hang them all up next to my window, and that way when June and I look out the window in the morning, we can say, what kind of clouds are in the sky today? And we can just look at the clouds that we made and say, these ones look like cumulus, or these ones look like cirrus. This morning, we definitely had some cumulonimbus clouds because there was rain this morning. So I hope you guys enjoy that activity. It's something fun to do. Like I said, you can do it on one big piece of paper, or you can do it on a bunch of small pieces like I did. And please go listen to the story before you do this activity, because that will help it all make sense to you. Okay, I miss you guys. See you soon.